Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. I'm Steve. Welcome to another update of the Battlestar Pegasus, the Moebius build. This is what I've done so far with the upper landing bays. And as you can see, I have all the LED lights in and all the fiber optics in. I did use the cool white LEDs strips along with let's see what it is. The LEDs, the fiber optics are a 0.50 millimeter. If you turn it over, then you can see where the LEDs come out themselves. As in previous article, you can see I did unlight block the area where it says Pegasus, and just trying to get a lighting effect. And what I'll do is I'm going to put more of an oval type of masking across the top of it when I go to paint the outside of the ship. Pretty much taken and taped all the fiber optics together so they don't get mixed up, along with the wiring. The wiring I used for the LED light strip is, of course, the speaker wire, very thin. I've got it secured so it won't break within that. Some of the other stuff I've been doing is wiring up the engines with the lights. I did finally get in the blue flickering LED lights from Lighthouse LEDs. If you do a Google search, you should be able to find them. Pretty much got 2 of them mounted and a couple of holes drilled to run the wires on the inside here. Okay. This is where I will be running my power into. The power is actually on, this is the top half of the hull. The bottom half has the area where the stand is and where the wiring will go for that. So I still need to put lights on these 2 and drill through and run those. That's where I'm at so far. Also, I did receive JT Graphics, the Pegasus landing bay decals, so I'll be putting those on. And this is a closer look at those. Really nice set of decals. These have to be applied a certain way, and I'll get into that as I do them, and hopefully I can show you that on video as I put these on the landing bays. So that's what's up next. I need to get these on before I start putting the landing bays together and finalizing my wiring for the lights, both the navigation green lights and the red lights that run on those landing bays, upper and lower. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes for the wiring, so when I do mount the LED to the engines, I'll have the holes already there. So right about there is where I need to do it. And this is the handy Tamiya drill. It's battery operated and it's really cool. It's actually a model kit that you build. So it's very nice, highly recommended, and I got this idea, of course, from a few online postings out there. Very handy. So after I drill that hole there, it is kind of small for me to fit the wiring through. So I got a pin vise set up with a little bit of larger drill bit on it, and I'm just going to drill it out some more, make it larger. There we go. Next one. There. Flip it over, make sure everything looks okay on this side. It does. And I'm going to mount the lights to it. is right here is where the stand is going to be inserted to, and it was solid, so what I had to do was drill out the back end a little bit, but I still wanted to leave a little bit on there so the stand doesn't go all the way through. And this is where my wiring will come through to power up all the LEDs and such. Next thing I did is I painted the inside of the landing bays with a gray primer, and then what I actually did was I used glossy accents. And this dries very extremely clear. It actually would make a very good canopy glue for you aircraft builders. But I took the glossy accents and I wiped it on the top, on the outside here. So if you look closely at the windows, you know, they're actually they're not open. There's actually windows inside there, and it's very clear. So I'm hoping that does shine very nice with the LEDs behind it. In case you're wondering what primer I use, it is this brand right here, right from Walmart. It's the cheapest out there, works very well. I say this sprays on very evenly and works well with other paints. I haven't seen incurred any cracking or anything over other paints. If you look at when I painted the landing bay upper section, it dries very fast and very smooth. Apologize for the sound. That is my spray booth fan running. Alright, show you how I'm going to mount the LEDs inside of the engine cells. First I've got to bend them so that they'll stand up a little bit and get more centered within the engine nacelle itself. So I'm just doing a couple of 45s. Just like that. And after I do that, then I'm ready to glue it. In case you're wondering, I'm using this glue right here. Very strong bond. time to install the engine ducts, or what we'd call the conduits themselves. And if you look here at the conduits I glued together the other night, last night, I let them dry overnight. They have a little locating tab here, and that's an issue, because when you go to install it here and put it in the locating tab, you get this very large gap. See that? A gap there. So what needs to be done is you need to remove the tabs. Just cut them off, and then that way they will fit a lot better. So that's what I'm going to do. This way, when I line it up, there's no more gap. And there you have it.